Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to my beloved lecturers and my friends. My name is Nurin Ayuni Nazira binti Nazri, and my metric number is 261154. So, today I will be delivering my persuasive speech on the topic of recycling is not the best eco-option. Before I start delivering my speech, I would like to ask you guys a question. Do you recycle the plastic bags? If the answer is yes, then you should listen to my speech. Plastic bags are good at holding the groceries, but do you know how are they at powering a house? Do you know that food waste in Malaysia had reached 50,000 tons daily in year of 2015, that included 3,000 tons that was still fit for the consumption? Meanwhile, 1,000 tons of plastic waste are imported to Malaysia. Due to this scenario, illegal plastic recycling factories have been multiplying at alarming rates since China has banned plastic import at the beginning of year 2018. Recycling is the most common eco-option that we used to hear and used to do in order to reduce the waste. Plus, the advantages of recycling are more commonly known compared to the disadvantages. Most of us felt overwhelmed by the recycling term. Recycling is basically is a form of waste management and can be understood as the process of converting the waste products such as plastic, papers, and steel can into reusable materials. However, the question is not always whether recycling is advantageous, but whether or not it is worth it. But little we know that recycling is not the best option that we have, but only the last best option. Why I say so? Most of people nowadays have become heavily biased on the recycling perspective. The other two eco option, which is the reuse and reduce, has been neglected since the easiest way for them to reduce the waste is by recycling. Since I was a child, I used to see my mom bringing along with her a groceries bag whenever she goes to supermarket. I wondered why till I watched a television program that shows the condition at the landfills. Since then, I started to reduce the consumption or the use of products that lead to production of waste. So, here, I would like to convince you guys that recycling is not the best option that we have. Why is it so? Let's take a look why I said recycling is not the best option. Firstly, recycling has caused the consumer to overuse the products. Secondly, the process of recycling the waste was economically costly. Thirdly, the recycled products are not durable as newly processed material. For the first point, recycling has caused the consumer to overuse a product. Why is it so? And have you ever think how this happened? It's happened when the consumers start to have a mindset that it is alright to use things since they can always recycle it. The ideology that if they recycle the product waste, it then will benefit the environment. Without realizing their act, they have overused the thing which finally lead to waste. Let me give you an example. The use of plastic bottle. It is alright to use plastic bottle since we can recycle it, but do we ever think if each person on the earth use plastic bottle, having mindset that they can always recycle them? Isn't it better to reduce the use of plastic bottle by using a non-disposable bottle which can last longer and much more efficient than using the plastic bottle, as we can just wash the bottle after using it. Plastic can take up to 450 years to break down. The production of plastic has created greenhouse gases which finally contributes to climate change. When you put your product waste into the recycling bin, it does not mean that all of the product waste will be actually recycled. The product waste will be first processed, then be baled, and finally will be put on the market. If someone does not buy it, it will not get recycled. In fact, 50,000 of the things in the recycling bin are not recycled. Up until January of 2018, China was the biggest importer of recyclable material, importing and processing nearly half of the world's plastic and paper recyclables. But they are no longer accepting nearly half as much as plastic as they used to, which left the recycling industry in a crisis. Around the world recyclable material have been going to landfill and polluting the environment. We have all this plastic and we keep producing more to meet the demand. But without realizing it, our earth is swimming in plastic. So I would like to ask you guys to focus on reducing the use of plastic rather than just recycling. For the second main point, which is recycle, is economically costly since the process of recycling all those waste will involve a huge amount of money for it to be processed until it can be reused. Recycling does not always a cost-effective option. Without knowing the process of recycling that has many hidden processes and costs behind it. A research has shown that 1 ton of recycling in New York City has cost more than $3,000 than it would cost to take those same materials to a landfill. This is because recycling comes with a high transport cost since it involves the equipment and trucks on the route and often transport material overseas. The process of recycling will begin with the collection of waste products through drop-off center or curbside collection, which then will be transported to the recycling centers where they will be sorted out, cleaned, and processed into ideal material for manufacturing. Next, the manufacturing process. The recyclable materials will be converted into usable products. Among the products that are manufactured using recyclable waste materials include papers, newspaper, steel can, aluminum, plastic glasses, towels, and many more. The last process of recycling of manufactured products dissemination to the market. The manufactured product will be distributed into the market and will be purchased by the user. My last main point is the recyclable products are not durable and is not always the cost-effective option. The quality of the recyclable material may not be on par with the new processed material. This is because these kind of products are almost made of waste material. Yes, true. Other than that, I have read on the article that recycling process has the potential to leak the methane gases into the air, which would contribute to global warming, and some materials are more costly and difficult to recycle than they are worth. Plus, the recycling sites are often unsafe and unhygienic because of the harmful chemicals and large amount of waste dumped there. So, how recyclable material is safe to be used and when it is used to be dumped into the unhygienic place? We cannot stop the production of waste entirely, but everyone can make a significant contribution. The lesser we use a product, the lesser waste will be produced. As a responsible person, we have to be wise in managing the use of product. We should think of a way that is most efficient and effective in managing our waste. Instead of thinking to recycle the waste product, we can also reduce the consumption or the use of those products or maybe reuse the products. The earth will be much more cleaner and safer with the lesser waste produced. When you go to the supermarket, you can bring your own canvas bag instead of using the disposable one. Like that, you'll be assist in decreasing the amount of plastic bag, which is very contaminating. You also do not have to print out so many documents or photos or leave the televisions, computers, or lights on when you are not using them. If you remember this, you'll be able to reduce the amount of material waste produced, such as paper, and in turn will help to reduce contamination. And these are just a few examples, and I am sure you can think many more different ways to reduce that. What you are using or creating unnecessary waste. Start to question yourself. Do I really need this? Or this is just a whim? So think before you bin. That's all from me. Thank you.